Alright traders, I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to take time and look over three trades that I'm in. I'm in three live trades. These are my first three trades of the week. So I got into three trades. Today's Tuesday, and I got into all of these trades yesterday. So we'll look at these trades and see where we are. One trade is just sitting still for me. One trade really went high for me and started to fall, and I had to sit through the pressure of watching it lose all these pips that I already gained, and I could have gotten out with a good profit, but I see some things, so I let it go, and it's moved back up for me. And I'll go over that one right now. That's the pound CAD that I'm in. This is the chart right here. It's a 4 hour time frame. I know I want to be in a long trade because I'm above this Kumo here. So when you're above the Kumo, your bias is bullish. Now I have this level here. See this red line here? This is a resistance level, and it's going to be a level that's going to be hindering my trade as it was. So we'll move in closer to see this. So I took this trade off of the bounce of this Kijinsen here, and I put an entry order above this candle here. After I saw this bearish candle move down and then get pushed back up by the bulls, you had a nice little wick, not a big strong wick. And then we had this candle here. It looked like a neutral, pretty much neutral market right there with the bulls and the bears. And then the same thing here on this candle. So a lot of indecision right here. And when you see these indecision candles a lot of times up against support and resistance levels, then usually that level, sometime that lets you know that that level may hold. Now that's not all the time true, but that's one thing that I was looking at. So I put an entry order above this candle here. So when it got triggered when price moved above that level, got above that wick, and I have my stop loss right down here, as you can see where it is right here. So here's my stop loss, and then my target was up here. Now really my target should have been right here where this red line is, and I didn't even have that level drawn on my chart until I got to this point here, and I said, what is hindering my trade? Because I got pushed back so far. This was already up to 100 pips, and then all of a sudden I see it dropping and getting pushed way back, and then the bears just pushed this thing back, took me down to like 40 pips, and then I said, oh man, I'm gonna have to get out of this trade. But I stayed in just because I know that maybe price has the possibility of moving back to this level again. Now if I closed below this candle here, I probably would have just taken a small profit and lost all those pips that I had received. But price is moving back up, so you can see right here, this is the pound CAD down here, and I'm long, and you see I got a 71 pip profit. So right now it's 71 pips in my favor. But the thing about this trade is you could see the whenever you see the Kijinsen moving upwards and price not really moving, sitting still or moving down, that's a divergence with the Kijinsen and price, and a lot of times price goes the opposite direction of the Kijinsen. So Kijinsen's pointing up, price may move downwards. So this level may hold, but I think at the most, unless price really breaks out of here, this level will be topped out. So either these two levels I'm looking at, and I'm hoping we can get past this level. This will be a nice profit target for me, and then we could go to this level. But I think we're going to probably see the market stop in this area here, maybe range for a while, then we'll see what happens then. But that's what I'm in right now. I'm in this live trade. I'm probably not going to let this, I definitely won't let this go lower than this candle that's open already. So if it does that, I'm gonna get out of the trade because I see the change in the momentum, the change in the divergence here. So I'll definitely take the profit, whatever it's gonna be. Right now it's 69 pips. Like I said, it was up to 100 pips, and if I had my target here, I'd have just gotten out with 100 pips, and that would have been great. Now I'm struggling to get back near there. I'm at 68, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to get what I can get then. It's early in the week and there's going to be other opportunities, so just don't want this to fall down to nothing for me. All right, so that's that. We're going to look at the CAD Swiss franc. I'm short on that, and that's a 17 pip profit right now. And here it is right here. This is the CAD Swiss franc, and I'm going to show you how I entered this trade also. I knew I wanted to be short because I'm underneath of the Kumo, so I knew my bias was short. Let's move this out a little bit. And you can see I don't like this action here. This pair spikes a lot right here. You can see all these spikes, and that's, I don't really trade the pairs that I see that spike so much like that. But this pair, what I did here, price was beneath the cloud. We pushed back up to this level here. So price moved down. We're under the cloud. We know we want to be short. Then price retraced here. Then price moved all the way back down here. Now here's where I got into the trade when price retraced all the way back up close to this level. But we had this support, this resistance of the Kijinsen here. So the Kijinsen was acting as resistance here, and you could see these indecision candles right here. I saw this first doji, then this indecision candle, another one here. I put a little entry order in here to go short, and I was just going to go to this level here. But this resistance, this support level was holding me up here. So again, price came all the way down here and got pushed all the way back up. But now it's pushing back down towards that level again. But the one thing again, you could see the divergence with the Kijinsen again. Kijinsen's moving downwards and getting ahead of price almost. Price isn't doing much, you know, sitting in this area while the Kijinsen's pointing really down. Like when Kijinsen is pointing downwards like this, price should be really moving, taking off. And it's not, it's a divergence. So there's a possibility that this level is going to hold. And again, at the minimum, I think maybe this level at the max, really. This level minimum and this level max. But then again, I could be wrong. You know, you want to see what the market's going to do. And those are some signs that I look for, and that's a way for me to know that maybe it's time to get out of a trade or not enter a trade or whatever. So I'll see what happens here. I'm hoping we get past this level, then I will take this level and see what's happening at that level, and I'll just go level to level. Okay, so that's the CAD Swiss franc. And then the US dollar CAD is this last pair I'm in. You can see right here it's in a 3 pip profit. It's been sitting still pretty much for me. It hasn't done what I expected it to do. So let's go to US dollar CAD. It's going to be the 4-hour time frame. Doot, doot. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you how I got into this trade, and I really can't believe this trade isn't working for me. It was such a good setup, but it's not really doing what I expected it to do. And then again, I'm pushed up right against a support, a resistance level. And those are things that I told you guys to watch out for. Well, I didn't even see this level. I put this in late and realized this level. So let me move back out to show you this level. And I really didn't pay much attention to this level prior to that because it didn't look like a strong level at all. But then when I see price acting like this, and I'm wondering why, I go back and look at the level, and you can see back here it really, price made a lot of movement around this level. It's this red line here. Price was uh, this level was basically in between price. So price was on both sides of this level all throughout this area here. And back here price honored it a couple times but broke right through, and here it honored it, and then it didn't do much here. Like I said, it was just in the middle of the price, and then price dropped down. But here's where price came back and honored that level. Let's move in. Price came down, honored that level, and then moved back down. This would be a nice supply zone, really. You could put that as a supply zone because you could see price moved up and then it based right here and then it pushed right away from that level. So coming back up to this level, you would think that'd be a strong level to sell. Well, price came back up to that level, but then price broke right through that level. So I didn't even pay attention to this level really after I saw price get through here like this, but it took a big candle to get through that level. And then price pushed all the way up here, so I'm looking at this as the resistance level. So when price came back down, didn't even honor that level again here. It didn't even pay any attention to that level again here, but again it took a big candle to get through there. But then we had the bounce on the Kijinsen here. So here we go again. Price bounced on a support level at the Kijinsen. You had these indecision candles. So I put an entry order a little bit above this candle here. So when we got a close or we got a higher high than this level here after the bounces, and then I said I'm going to ride it up to this level. Well, I'm pushed right up against a resistance level, and that's holding my trade back. And you can see what it's been doing to it. Nothing really. 4 or 5 pips. It was up a little bit here. So you got to watch out for these levels. You got to make sure you have these levels marked down. And these. This is a level I failed to put down and failed to really pay attention to. But you can see what it's doing in my trade. And now you can see how much divergence we have here. Look how high above price the Kijinsen is. So this trade is basically done. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna get out of this trade really because I don't think it's gonna go any higher. And I'm never. I have to go by my rules and the things that I see to open and close trades. And this is one thing. This is really a big divergence here. You can see that price is here, Kijinsen's here, moving upwards. Price is not moving upwards with Kijinsen. That's a big divergence. So pay attention to that when you're making a trade and when you're in a trade. If you see that, that's kind of lets you know that you may not want to get into that trade. Now also, if you're not, if this wasn't Ichimoku, uh, like if I was below the cloud really, and I had this level doing this, if this was below the Kijinsen, I would take this short. Now, being that I trade the Ichimoku system, I could trade a counter trend and bounce off of this level, but I like to just trade my rules pretty much. So, but the thing is, if you saw this happening below the cloud and you saw this divergence, this would let you know that this level is strong, it may hold, and you could take this level short. Okay, so then you would probably want to put an entry order below this level here where I entered the market. So those are things that you got to look out for. You see that divergence with the Kijinsen, then those are signs that you could um, take this trade the other way, or your trade's not going to work for you. But we'll see what happens. See if I am wrong or right, and if price continues to move and gets through this level. So I just wanted to take time to show you guys those 3 trades. I'm going to be back with a few other things. I got some things in mind that I want to show you guys, so I'll be back. Until then, God bless. So long.